بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري وحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Before I say respected my elders, my sisters, my brothers, Assalamu alaikum. Allah, thank you very much for the introduction. Let me share with you my achievements and my reason to serve the community and how it started. In 1995, I was given an opportunity by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to join the medical team of the European Hajj mission, which was the subcommittee of the Council of European Jamaats. The Council of European Jamaats is similar to like the SIMCO here. So alhamdulillah, I joined the medical team, and still now I'm a part of the medical team, and that's a passion that I have in me to serve the Hujjaj. In 1996, I became a councillor for the Council of European Jamaats. I was given a task for the health awareness, and I became a chairman of the medical board of the Council of European Jamaats. I got involved with seniors, with youths over there at that time, and gradually I climbed up and I was elected as a vice president for the Council of European Jamaats. I served my 2 terms as a vice president, and then I climbed up and was elected as the president of the Council of Jamaats. For 6 years, I served as president, and now I'm a councillor of the Council of Jamaats for the World Federation, as well as I look for Europe, the affairs of the Europe. I look after Alim Grant and Hilal Committee. During my tenure and working in the Council of Jamaats, along with my team, there's certain achievements which I would like, as Ali mentioned about the sports. Before sports, I would say when I was elected, first thing I did at that time, we were seen to be a UK-centric. The COEJ, we call it the show as a COEJ, C-O-E-J. Council is supposed to be UK-centric because everyone who comes on the table is from the UK. And our European Jamaats, which are France, Switzerland, Sweden, were isolated. So that when I came on the table, I chose my vice president from Sweden to bring them together. And that was a connectivity and bringing people together. Alhamdulillah, till now, we have got that practice on the COEJ table, that you have someone from Europe as well who feel as a part of us. Then looking at the sports for the youths, what could be one thing which we can do to bring youths together in the community, which as Ali you mentioned? We established a sports festival. We called it as Mulla Asgher Memorial Tournament after the Mullah side, run under the Sharia. As last year, we had about 2,000 participants, 1,500 men and 500 women. And it's an opportunity in Europe for a women to take part in sports. Then, to get together the seniors, we had established a senior board at the COEJ, and whose aim and objective was to encourage, support seniors to carry on this gatherings as a Zainabia Day or Imam Ali Day. We've got 5 big centers in UK, and these centers celebrate these days, maybe in a couple of months, each of them get the time. So what happens is that all the seniors from different places, they get together, like we went today at the Hamilton. So seniors get together, they socialize. Similarly, as you spoke about women, when I came on the table, there were no women on the main table. The constitution was, we put a clause in the constitution that there should be 2 women on the table. If the 2 women are not elected, then the president will give his nominations, his 2 special nominations to women. And to start to encourage, to empower women to come, I nominated 2 ladies on the main table. And alhamdulillah, now at the Council of European Jamaats, all decisions are made with the women. There's no decisions that there's no say of women in it. So there was another achievement. When it came to religion matters, there was a time when our community in Europe and the UK were divided in the matter of Eid, because we can't see moon, there's clouds, we're working on the calculations. And In the UK, we have this office of Aga, Imam Ali Foundation. His Aga's son-in-law is there. There's our Khoja Community Council of Jamaats. And then there is a Majlis Ulama Shia, which is mostly Pakistani community. Now, three of us were working on calculations that we are going to celebrate Eid. These are our calculations. Unfortunately, the calculations didn't match with each other. So in one house, there used to be 3 Eids. In one family, there are 3 Eids. So when I came out as a president, I said, look, the best thing would be to resolve this issue, to go to Aga, because it's a religious issue. And we are fortunate to have in our community, to have Aga there to guide us. So we went to Najaf. We said, Aga, look, your Muqalladin are celebrating Eid on 3 different days. He said, look, I can't change my fatwa because I cannot give you really well to do the Eid. But if you can send me the calculations, and I've got knowledge about this, and my office will make a decision, and then we leave it to the people, my Muqalladin, whichever day they want to do the Eid. So since that day and now, our Hilal committee is working along with the Najaf office, and Alhamdulillah, we are celebrating Eid on one day. These are a few of the achievements which I wanted to share with you. Let's talk about the World Federation. What's the role of the World Federation? He said the World Federation is there. It brings our regions and our communities across the world together. It's uniquely placed to tackle our shared challenges, either in crisis or we are seeking a new height, so in successes. If we are in a crisis, we look at the World Federation. And any needs, we look at the World Federation. Yes, that is what World Federation is supposed to be. World Federation came into existence at the Mulla Asgher's time. The concept was that the World Federation belongs to the community. Each and every community member had a confidence in World Federation that if I need any help, World Federation is there to give me help. But things have changed. Ali said, I asked people, he just asked what 5 things World Federation does for us. People are disconnected with World Federation. And also at the same time, the world is changing. Today, across the world, we see that Muslims are facing complex challenges. We are targeted, being Shia, with the identity of Shias, following the Al-Bad, as Shia phobia is going there. With the same people who profess themselves to believe in the same God, same prophet, and the same holy book. We are victims of Islamophobia here in Canada as well. The biggest thing is that our own community at the moment, it's a verge of division. We are at the risk of division. And this is a very big challenge. We give ourselves and other community members different labels. You are this, you are that. And instead of unity, we focus on differences. At the time when we need to be united. So our institution should be made aware of this external and internal challenges. And they should be ready to tackle these challenges which are stopping standing of the growth of the community. Therefore, my message to you is clear here today, that World Federation needs to be evolved and reformed so that it can tackle the complex challenges. If we keep quiet, we sit down there, leave the World Federation as it is, we will leave our community unprepared to tackle the complex challenges which we are going to face. However, if we rise today, if we evolve, if we reform the World Federation into a resident body which it needs to be, then inshallah we'll be able to tackle challenges as well as our community will enjoy the long history of successes as we have, and we will have a brighter and secure future for our community. I'll just go through a few of my pledges in the manifesto, or whatever we call manifesto pledges, which we published on Sunday, where we have each and every member at the heart of our agenda. It ensures that the World Federation will never distance itself from the people it seeks to serve. if you get this way, the World Federation will never distance itself from the people it seeks to serve. The Reform World Federation, the governance, we have accountability and transparency. As very correctly Ali said that many of us, we really don't know who the decision makers are at the World Federation and whom they are accountable to. We are going to make a bit of changes in the power. The office bearers will be answerable to the executive committee. The executive committee will be answerable to the conference. By doing so, we will then know who the decision makers are, and at the same time, the elected councillors of the regions will have more power to scrutinize the decisions made at the World Federation. So there's accountability, has to be transparent as well. So inshallah, we will have a team from the councillors from the World Federation to do regular audit trail on the fundings that we are receiving and how efficiently we are using it. And this report will be disseminated to our community members regularly. So we have a reformed World Federation with the governance of transparent, which is transparent and accountable. And we'll make sure that each and every member of our community has a say, choice and say in the decision making. That's what we'll do. We'll empower women and youths as well. And those people who are not attending the meetings at the moment at the World Federation, we will provide them a platform, create a platform that they will attend our EC meetings, our conferences, to get them together. As far as women is concerned, you are lucky, as I said in the afternoon at the Hamilton, that you are lucky that you can vote here in Canada. But many places in the world, in our community, women cannot exercise their voting power. We promise that if we come in power, we are going to standardize the constitution at the regional level so that women have got similar equal voting right as men. The problem, which is Islamophobia, the rising Islamophobia, we will ensure that the World Federation strategy has public affairs and the external communication embedded in it. It's very important nowadays to utilize, to form a team of experts in media, public affairs, and external communication, or from our own professional, in our own community. We have to work together with other Muslim community to be more effective to tackle this issue. At the same time, our pledges talks about the environmental. How to safeguard our environment. It's our duty. Our environment is again as a threat, as we have from Islamophobia, from our religion and our faith. Similarly, our environment has got a threat from other factors. We will work on that one. Our manifesto says over there, and how we're going to tackle it around. As far as the religious tabligh is concerned, inshallah, we will finance the Madrasa Center of Excellence, and we'll continue our relationship with the Hawzas in Najaf and Qom. At the present, the MCE is looking after the Madrasa children, but we need something post-Madrasa. So we are going to utilize those scholars at Najaf and Qom, rather than establishing some other research center or somewhere else where we have to spend money. Why don't we utilize the same where we have such good sources of knowledge, Islamic? One more thing which I wanted to say was about which our pledge says is to preserve our heritage. Now, Khoja heritage, our history is a treasure. It's a treasure more worth than gold and properties, which I was saying in the afternoon at Hamilton, that is a treasure which people cannot steal it from you unless you throw it yourself away. We are going to support the Khoja Heritage Project, inshallah. This time, we are going to explore the possibility of establishing an art museum of Hoja and permanent someplace in the world, so that our children and we can go and visit there and see what our forefathers came from, how they struggle and where we are today. So these are some of the pledges which we have put on the manifesto. Now at this election, the choice is given to you lot, to the community. Do you want World Federation to stay as it is, a status quo? Do nothing. Let it run the way it's running. But the consequences are, we will leave our community unprepared to face the challenges. We will have big projects lying there. It's devastating for our community. However, it is a choice to recognize that we should evolve and reform the World Federation into a resilient institution that can tackle our challenges and we can have a brighter and secure future. My services to the Council of Pen Jamaat, serving as a president, and the other roles, alhamdulillah, I've got a proven track record of delivery. And I ensure you that whatever is with your support, this vision will be completed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.